Hello, so this is my update. I know I haven't posted in a couple of days. My update on my funded accounts. Monday, I did not trade. Tuesday, I believe, had a rough day. And then on Wednesday, I honestly did blow my accounts just for full transparency. And then Thursday, yeah, I got back because I had some other funded accounts. So yeah, I know I haven't posted in a couple of days, but I just want to continue posting this for myself. Um, and yeah, so like I mentioned, I did blow some accounts, the ones that I was doing with Apex, the 50K accounts, 50K and 25K. I just went on tilt, lost control, and yeah, so yeah, starting all over. So what I decided to do is I'm going to go with larger accounts just so I can have more room to play with, and that way my drawdown is bigger. And also, if I get, let's say, a pretty good trade, let's say one trade that gets me $500 or $1,000, then I'll be mentally okay with calling it a day and just moving on to the next day. So that's kind of like my new goal as to what I'm doing. So um, let's see. Yeah, so I'll just go over here. Again, I'm starting all over again. Um, Thursday, 22nd. As you can see, okay, here, everything's fine. Um, I did was very aggressive in my trading, um, which I don't think it was that bad because um, my stop losses were very tight. So that's something that if I'm gonna trade large sizes, then I better make my stop losses very tight, which I did. But I did trade, 50 micro contracts and such, so it's a lot. So yeah, a lot of them were like very good setups. So yeah, that's that. And now today, I feel like today was a great day just because I was able to see the market, read the market very clearly. So I was 3 for 3. So yesterday's profit was 2,600 and 3,700 is my next profit or today's profit. So today I felt like my setups were very good, A plus setups, clear mind and everything. So that was good. Now I do want to go over what I'm doing here. So as you can see, I'm using Apex and I'm also doing Elite Trader Funding. I'm using both um, companies. So with the Elite Trader Funding, I do have these are funded accounts. Okay, so I have 3 funded accounts of 250K. And then these are new Apex accounts, evaluation accounts. So I'm just using the trade copier to copy the trades, and ideally, hopefully, these 10 accounts eventually become funded. Um, so I'm just going to take it very slow. I'm going to obviously be treating these funded accounts, I'm treating them very seriously. So I'm just going to copy the trades, and that way, since I'm focused on the funded elite accounts, then um, you know, in a perfect world, or if I continue to improve on my trading, then I should be able to convert these into PA accounts. So the goal is to have 10 Apex Trader Funding funded accounts and continue with these 3 Elite Trader Funding accounts. Okay, so here I just want to go over my 3 trades that I took. One of the things that I have been noticing is that a lot of my trades, good trades, tend to come like an hour after the regular market opens. So if I was to trade around here, I typically, since the volatility and sometimes the market's not making up its mind, sometimes a lot of times I've noticed that my trades, my P&L suffers. So one of the things that I'm going to try and do is, not open the market, the charts until 10:30, after 10 or 10:30, because as you can see here, 3 trades here came out very nicely. So let me go over my first trade. Okay, so here, as you can see, the market was, grinding down very slowly. There's a clear trend downwards, but obviously it's very choppy around here. And then once I saw this candlestick break down um, very hard like this with a lot of volume, this is where I started to grab my attention. And then we popped back up around here to the 9 EMA. And then here, what I was looking at is it was around this time where there was a gap to fill here on the S&P 500. And on the NASDAQ, we had already filled here. So I was thinking, okay, we're going down, so we got to fill this gap with the S&P 500. So once we dropped here, I went short with 5 micro contracts. I sold at 807 on there, and I bought at I can't see this. Well, it was around here. This is where I bought covered. So it was a trade that worked out in my favor right away. And again, the setup was we were riding the 9 EMA. We had a gap to fill down here. And also order flow was very aggressive. So I was looking at Bookmap, and the order flow was, very aggressive towards the downside like very quickly. So I took this short once we, the entry could have been better. Obviously, I could have entered over here, but it's fine. And also we had broken the open. So that turned into bearish. So that's one thing, one trade. And also the momentum squeeze here was going towards the downside. And also I added this indicator, which is the cumulative delta, volume delta. Also, this was obviously showing that it was aggressive sellers here. Okay, so my next trade. So right there, we had also broken a demand zone. Okay, but then our next demand zone was down here. And we bounced off nicely. And then this SMC indicator also gave me a demand zone here. So we had bounced off here off the low. Or no, this was the low. And then with these three candlesticks, it's like, I don't know what the pattern is called, but it made a new low. And then this cross candlestick. I was looking at this, and then once we bounce off this demand zone once again and started to move back up, this is where I went long here. Because I thought, okay, we are going to potentially reverse. Okay, and also I saw down here that the order flow and on Bookmap, buyers were stepping in very aggressively, and that's what took the market upwards here. And then somewhere around here, I scaled in some more. I scaled in, so I was 5 contracts here, another 5, so I had 10 contracts, and I sold right around there, 809. Once I saw that, we had this trend line, and I thought, okay, we are going to bounce for sure, or reject it at least once, which we did. And so I moved my stop loss from down here all the way to here, to in case we go up. My target was higher over here, but it was just around my target, my initial target that I took, that I was aiming at. So that's a good trade as well. And then here, obviously, we were looking like we were going to go down. But what I was looking at is, again, the momentum was still decreasing on this side, and still the cumulative delta was still showing that buyers were still in control. And then once we had this candle where, okay, so we support, and then broke down here, and then we came back up, I knew that we were going to fake out shorts right there. And then once we broke out of this previous candle, I went long with 10 contracts, 10 micro contracts, and then just took it all the way to 80.40. Yeah, 80.40. So it was close to my target, and I thought we could go higher, but I decided that, just take some profits and be happy for the day. Okay, so that was essentially my setups and my trades for today and my update for the week. So yeah, still working on myself, still working on this, and still have a long way to go in order to become a consistently profitable trader. So yeah, again, for full transparency, I did blow my accounts. I did have some accounts that were already passed from Elite Trader Funding. So I activated those, and I also got some Apex accounts here. They were 90% off, so I had to load up on those. And so far, it's a good start to the week. Okay. Thank you for listening.